if you knew that you were the infinite playing a character of you, then how would you choose to live this life in form? We're really at a stage where it's a breaking point for people where they're either choosing to see this deeper part of themselves in reality, or they're choosing fear, they're choosing ignorance, they're choosing to consume what they're being told to consume, and and choosing a life of ignorance. But you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. It's time for us to step into our power as creative infinite beings and bring that through the human of us. The one consciousness that is everyone and everything. We know right now that there's a witnessing presence for you and me that is the exact same thing, right? That one consciousness is dreaming all of the characters of us, right? And when you can get in touch with that consciousness and you see that in my beingness now, by being still, by being aware of that awareness, of that aware presence, then every thought, every action, every doing in that is just a play, right? And I can play with it, and I can choose what to do. I'm not at the mercy of the egoic structure, which is literally just a story, right? It's just a story in linearity, and linearity isn't even a thing. It's created. Linearity is created in the now. The past and future, or what we imagine as that, is imagined only in this moment. You've never actually been to the future. You've never actually, when you imagine it, been to the past. They're all created in this now. So the power is realizing that you, as this one infinite moment, are playing every single one of us. And that's the freedom, is really actually stepping into that and owning it and bringing it through the person of you. Because it's such a powerful and raw feeling that we don't want to feel that, right? Because we get scared. We get scared of what's going to come up, what's going to happen. And sure, people might have shadows, trauma stuff, and and negative things, but these are all just created in linearity. So that will be worked through or looked at, and then you'll realize that it's really nothing. It's a leaf in the wind. It's a leaf in the infinite that you are. And so come back to, how can I be here now and know that I've never left this infinite now, and this infinite now is just playing me, what appears to be my name, what appears to be the body, what appears to be my stories, my thoughts, and that infinite now is us and is playing all of us. So when I'm in that space, when I'm in this space that we're sharing now, there's a creative magic in that, and it's not serious, right? Because it can't be. The joy of this moment is not serious. It's fun, it's creative. And, we're not discarding the body at all. We're seeing that the body is an instrument for infinite consciousness. And so then when we know that the body is really a gift to experience this world, then we can start moving and enjoying it and be it. And so it's really coming into your power as knowing you are the greater consciousness, playing the character of you. And that's what authenticity is. That's what being your true self is knowing that, you can't ever not be consciousness. And, but the imagined self of you, the name, the person, is always changing. Its desires, its likes, dislikes, and really the story of itself. We imagine really what's probably not accurate, the past, and we imagine the future. So it's up to you how you want to do this. Do you want to be free? Do you want to act in love and experience the joy and magic of what this is? Or do you want to cram up and let, into ignorance and confusion and the darkness, which isn't even a real thing? So it's really up to you. And by being who you are fully, you might trigger or upset those that are not walking in that path themselves. And I've had that myself. And whether they knew they were doing it or not, when you're being the light and you're being yourself so fully, others might not like that. They might, they might decide to see you differently or speak about you differently. And that's okay. That's them being lost in their own projections. So be you fully. And don't let anyone fucking tell you otherwise. You are infinite consciousness. And how can we practice this? We can practice this by getting into stillness, meditating, but then we see we don't need meditation because we are meditation. Meditation is tapping into that infinite awareness that is always here, right? And so do that, be curious in everything that's coming up here, even every negative thought, every feeling, every bit of tension. It's not separate to your already awakeness, your already freeness. And so the creative power is seeing that you, as this still aware presence, is a creative force of life, of nature. That the you right now that's hearing these words, hearing these sounds, is choosing that, is dreaming that. And there's no separation between that you there and the you here. And so this is what all the ancient texts, all the ancient religions talk about. And we don't need that anymore, because it's just going to be obvious that we are a consciousness, just like a VR headset, just playing that game. And when we know that we are the life, we know we are the intelligence behind the headset, then we can just change the frames. We can jump outside of space-time. And I had recently a group call, a group immersion with a few people, and it was amazing. If you were in it, I'd love to hear what you thought. We were all able to move outside of space-time and meet outside of that. And when we can get into that field together, magic happens. Because we're tapping into something that we already are, right? We produce endogenously 5-MeO DMT and NDMT. And, we release this at birth and death, but we're constantly releasing this. We have it endogenously. So you don't have to go do any of that. You don't even have to meditate. You don't have to do psychedelics. You don't have to do these years of searching. Now's the time for realizing our multidimensional self as creators of this reality, as a one creator of this reality. So enjoy the character while it's here, but you exist so beyond that. The who you really are exists so beyond that, and versions of you exist in infinite forms. But play with it, have fun with it, really, really see and realize, like, oh, as this awareness, I'm in a relationship with what appears like the character, the person of me, and the past and future. And I can create from this moment by choosing, right action, right speech, or not, if it feels right. So it's up to you how you want to do it. Okay, thanks for watching. I've opened up one-on-ones again because I know a few of you were booking at times I couldn't and I had to cancel. So I just feel like the system wasn't working too well. So I've opened up new sessions. But, be the fullest expression of what you are. Don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid to be you. And let it do its magic. Okay? Finishing now.